Foreign Minister, Gabriela Landsbergis.
For decades, all the countries under oppression, all the journalists under pressure, all the minority groups around the world, they were looking into the US as a land of the free, actually where the support will always come from and feel understood if you're fighting for freedom. I think that this is actually the biggest shock, that this is no more.
Analyst Sarah Pagan grew up in a Germany that felt it was under the protection of the US.
I think it's really like a watershed moment to see that this is something that is crumbling and falling apart in the form as we have known it. And it's kind of like, I think we're really entering a new era, and it's an era that I'm convinced is less secure for all of Europe.
U.S. General Philip Breedlove spent most of his military career in Europe. He served as a Supreme Allied Commander there. Now retired, he keeps in close contact with many European friends.
What they always said to me was that the United States is the backbone without which NATO would really have a hard time functioning. And that America represented that last stand of defense on what we call Western values.
Zelensky's White House meeting was clearly on the mind of French President Emmanuel Macron in his dramatic TV address to the French nation shortly after. He expressed the worry that the U.S. was switching sides in the Ukraine war.
Et je veux croire que les États-Unis resteront à nos côtés. Mais il nous faut être prêts si tel n'était pas le cas.
I think that he's stepping into the shoes of European leader, because at least at this point, there's nobody else. We have to get moving and do our thing, rather than you just be observers of, the whole situation in Washington.
$350 billion. We gave you military equipment.
A key reason for Trump's break with his allies is his oft-repeated lie that the U.S. has given Ukraine far more economic and military aid than the Europeans. What are the facts? The actual figures have been totaled up by the nonpartisan Kiel Institute in Germany. If you look at all government support to Ukraine from 2022 through 2024, the United States has provided 114.2 billion euros, while the European countries provided 132.3 billion. Emmanuel Macron tried to gently correct Trump on this point in his own Oval Office meeting days before Zelensky arrived there.
Now, in fact, to be